All right, we're back for another one shot. Today we're gonna take the longest shot that we've taken. We have a little bit of wind, but like I said earlier, I'm not gonna take a shot that I wouldn't take in real life. This is a shot, if I had to take this, I couldn't really get closer. For whatever reasons, if I was forced to make this shot, I have enough confidence in my setup that I would take this shot. We have a little bit of wind. I'll talk to you guys about wind as soon as I get behind the scope and look at it a little bit closer. But this shot's gonna be right at 1,240 yards, and we have a decent little upslope on here. I don't know exactly the angle, but it's probably a 15-degree angle. Nothing crazy, but it's pretty open, so we're gonna have a little bit more wind that could potentially come into play. We're gonna dial this thing up and we're gonna take a shot, the longest one we've done yet. Let's see if we can do one shot and one kill. Now, anytime I'm looking at shooting something this far, I'm thinking an elk. I probably wouldn't take this shot if it was a mule deer. The margin for error is just so much smaller on a deer-sized target than an elk-sized target. So I'm thinking elk on this shot. So let's see if we can take one shot and make that one kill at 1,240 yards. All right, I have my rifle set up close. We have 1,240 yards. Calls for 26.25 MOA up. I have ranged it just earlier. I already dialed it. Save ourselves a little bit of time. I feel like we have a little bit of wind left to right down here for sure. And if I look up at my target, I can see some wind left to right up there. There's some mirage that I can see, and also I can see the weeds blowing left to right. I already got one in there. All right, let's put some plugs on and see if we can make a 1,240 yard kill shot. The spot I'm aiming at is less than 1/4 MOA in size. It's just a little white spot on the rock. I'll point an arrow to it so you guys can see. All right, I'm gonna hold just over a minute for wind. A minute to the left. Make sure we're perfectly level. Here we go. I watched the impact. It looked close, but I'll have to look on the camera to see exactly where it hit. All right, 1,240 yards. And we definitely killed that elk. I think we'd have killed a mule deer as well. I ranged in the scope. That little white spot is less than 1/4 MOA in diameter, but it's just a distinct spot. It's a little bit hard to see it in the camera. There's enough sun that it just kind of blackened things out, or there's enough mirage to where it's a little bit hard to see. So if you're struggling with that, it's kind of hard for me to see and replay it out here because there's so much sun. I have my screen turned all the way bright and it still looks dark. But I can see where I hit. I hit about 1/4 MOA low, 1/4 MOA left, which was probably at 1,200 yards, 1/4 MOA would be 3 inches. So I hit about 3 inches low, 3 inches left, give or take somewhere in there as close as I can tell. But if we'd have been holding center lung on an elk or a mule deer, I think we'd have still stayed in the lungs, no problem, and made a one-shot kill. All right, till next time, I appreciate all you guys, all your comments, your likes, your subscribes, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on doing this, and it's so good for me to come out here and do this, and it will be so valuable in the field. And so for me, this is much more than just making YouTube videos. This is actually real world experiences for me that's gonna take my confidence level in the field up a notch. I apologize about this wind. We're out in the open. Hopefully the audio came through clear. Appreciate y'all. Till next time, have a blessed day.